There we go. Sorry, I actually forgot to put myself, as in get my VTuber self ready. Let's just grab the tablet as well real quick. Hey, hello! How is everyone doing this morning, arvo, night, whatever time you're at? Just gonna do some Inktober. So I just could not think of what else to draw today. Or even just art. Plus, I should really clean the house a bit. So there's that. So let's just get the wheel sorted. See who we get. And it's gonna be... Theo! Okay, that lag then. Another idol member. And here I thought... we were getting better at that, but oh well. So we got ourselves a Fuyo. Where's her references? That is too small for my liking. God, I am a bit sleepy, but I'll be fine. How is everyone going today, though? It's, you know, obviously just the morning for myself, so... it's getting there, I guess. Like, it's hard to, you know, estimate. Seeing that it's only the morning. Probably mute my headphones in case that comes over. Is there a gallery for this? Yeah. I'm just trying to collect the thing. Not like I've drawn her before, but still. Seems like my internet's going to be a bit slow though. That's not fun. That off. Huh. Not too sure how I'll draw this one. Because mostly I don't want to draw her the same I did with that previous stream that I last drew her. Okay, so she is like a gremlin of some sort. If I search up some fan art to get some ideas. Maybe we could give her like a hoarding pose? Maybe? I'm seeing a lot of arms out and money in mouth, so not going too great. Oh well. So, what if... oh, maybe we should make a new layer before I draw on the wrong one. Move this over. Okay. Too thin of a brush. So, how about we do a little bit of a perspective thing? So does her head is a bit too low, but also not really center. Plus that line is in the wrong spot. So how is everyone else? So those who are indeed participating in Inktober, how are you guys going with that? How's everyone going? I hope everyone's doing well, keeping up to date. First week's down, so I'm just gonna crack a can. Don't worry, it's not alcohol, it's just, cola. I was gonna say how I usually pronounce it, but, YouTube will be really upset with it, and let's be real here, cultural differences, am I right? That's better. What if we bring the body down? It does look like she's trying to give you guys a hug. Speaking of culture stuff, this morning I was just getting a lot of, like, Australian stuff. I'm like, oh, this is just interesting and weird, but okay. But it's mostly, like, foreigners' reaction of moving to Australia and stuff. They're like, what the heck is with this? What the heck? This is so weird. One of those things is, bins. So, it's weird because some countries have it, and maybe some states in America. I don't know. I know New York definitely doesn't. Just gonna copy and paste that hand. I can't be bothered to draw two hands. Yeah, sorry. As I was saying, what was I saying again? Yeah, bin trucks. Apparently it's not a normal thing in some countries, which is so shocking to me. I'm like, what do you mean? This is, like, bin trucks is something revolutionary to you. What do you mean? So yeah, apparently some people don't get bin trucks. It's funny though because it seemed like a bunch of Australians were saying stuff like, oh, this isn't normal, where in Australia is this? Because sure ain't here. Because the bin stayed standing up. That's really the only issue with rubbish day. With bin day, because a lot of the time your bin is more than likely going to fall down. I'm not kidding. My bin is like almost about to fall over, really. Because we're on a slant. Not addressed. Okay, kind of, maybe. Depends on what you want to consider drastic, because I've seen some driveways that are just awful. Because fun fact, I have done deliveries as a pizza delivery driver before to houses. They're just so ridiculous. I'm like, how do you guys manage? But yeah. Other thing too, one video I found hilarious was the Australian wildlife. I'm sure you guys are very well aware. Australian wildlife? Yeah, we have a lot of dangerous creatures. No doubts about it. Kinda screwed in the, hey, good luck surviving department. But it's always like people saying, oh, they've got crocodiles, snakes, spiders. Weirdly enough, not scorpions, even though we do have scorpions. Maybe because it's not one that gets talked about a lot. But we do have them. Can't escape that one either. It did, in the video, it did constantly kept saying spiders. I'm like, jeez, what is with people and spiders? They're just... Even Rogue has a fear of spider. Even my mum has a fear of spiders. And it's like, but they're just cute little babies. They're adorable. Although, can I really say much about it if the animal I fear isn't... majority of them aren't even deadly. Really, only 1 or 2, but they're kind of the same, are deadly. In case you're wondering, the animal I'm godly terrified of is lizards. But that's besides the point at the moment. It's funny though, because the real dangerous animals, like, yeah, those animals are pretty dangerous, don't mess with them, but you're not going to really encounter them as much, depending on where you choose to go. So for example, if you choose to go to Northern Territory, you're more than likely, and live in Darwin, more than likely going to have to deal with crocs compared to someone living in Melbourne. But if you pretty much live where a lot of Aussies live, which is really the east coast, so pretty much top of Queensland all the way down, probably like either mid or almost bottom of New South Wales, somewhere there. You're more than likely going to deal with all the venomous snakes and spiders, but you won't really see them. Really, the only like, okay, that's just weird for me to say, because yes, we can get brown, my god, eastern browns around ours, but to be fair, we kind of live in a certain area where, yes, we will occasionally get it. Not as frequent. Ironically, there are other places that get them a lot more frequent than us. But yeah, one creature which I was always like, why do people fear them? And then I only just realized, like, Ramsey, you live in Australia. You have prime example of these. Is people with a fear of birds. I never understood. And same with like people who have a fear of dogs. I still don't get. I'm sure one day I will. Actually, no, I have. I'm kidding. Man, I am just getting lots of flashbacks now. Don't know how to feel about that. But yeah, the whole like people with a fear of birds. Okay, here's the thing. If you have a fear of birds, don't come to Australia during spring or summer. Especially spring, so now kind of thing. For that is because that is sweeping season. And for the, if you don't know what sweeping season is, it means the birds have just had the chicks hatch. And if it's a magpie or plover, you better stay away. Or better yet, keep your eye on them, because they won't hesitate. Those are indeed your biggest issues. Magpies are a bit harder to detect because they linger in the trees, while plovers linger on the ground. So if you see a plover, you're more than likely okay, but ironically enough, some people say, everyone talks about the magpies. Yes, magpies, terrifying, can be terrifying. You don't want to mess with them. Heck, there's plenty of videos out there showing our, what they're called, postal people getting swooped constantly. I remember being at my after school care, because yes, I had to, because I had 2 working parents. Just the mail guy trying to do his job, and one magpie just having a full-on beef session, just wanting to take him down. Like, poor guy. Even though we were all laughing at him. We're kind of cruel. That's... Man. We are... Us Aussies quite cruel at times. We'll just take the shit. We will just laugh at our own people suffering. But yeah, plovers. Another thing too is like with plovers, they. It's hard to remember because they both do swoop multiple times. I'm pretty sure plovers will keep going until you're gone. Like they do not hesitate going far to get rid of you. So yeah, I highly suggest not coming around spring if you have a fear of birds. Especially more in like, let's say suburbs and maybe main city areas. More specifically around, what is it? More specifically around like parks in the city. Because you're bound to get swooped. No doubts about it. Anyways. Oh, I'm good. So I'm just gonna give her giant eyes. Come to think of it, I think there's a lot of culture shock differences. Like, for example, me and Rogue are definitely different because Rogue isn't Australian. Shocker. I know. Yeah, so Rogue isn't even Australian. He is an Australian citizen, so he's fine, but he wasn't born here. So we do have a bit of some culture shocks, especially seeing that he came from a much colder climate, which, my god, how did you choose to move from a cold climate to an extremely humid area? Oh, my nose is really running out to sneezing. Oh. Damn this nose. So, for example, this is just going to give away where he's originally from. One great example is... So, in Australia, and I'm sure other countries do it too. Heck, his country does. A lot of the times you might see people just going to the fish and chips shop, getting themselves some hot chips and bread, and putting their chips on bread. So like a snag, but chips instead of sausage. So we just call that a chip sandwich. And Rogue has told me, yeah, we have this as well. I used to do this as a child. I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. We have something in common. And then he blurts out, have you ever had a crisp sandwich? I'm like, what do you mean? I knew, when he first said this to me, I knew crisp means a bag of chips. I know this entire sentence is going to sound so confusing for some people. Seeing that, if you don't know, here in Australia, a bag of chips like Smith's is called chips. And hot chips that you would get like from fish and chip shops are also called chips. Don't worry. It sounds confusing, but I promise you it's not. Seriously, I promise you, it's really ain't that confusing. It can be if it's on like a menu, depending on where, but majority of the time you can tell the difference. Um, okay, that mouth is way too big for my liking. He told me, yeah, you know what's also great? A crisp sandwich. And I'm just like, what chips are you gonna put on as a sandwich? What? And when I was in uni, we also had another person from the same ethnicity. And even they're like, oh, I could go for a crisp sandwich. And they said this in class. And no one knew what crisp meant. Except for me. And I'm like, it's a bag of chips, guys. And even they were like, what? So that's a culture shock that I've had. No thanks to my loving partner. What the heck? I wouldn't say that's the worst though. There's like a bunch of other. Slangs are definitely the hardest to figure out. I don't want to say them though because I can only remember the bad ones. Just because I'm so used to Rogue saying them, I'm like, you meanie. Why? But at least it's, you know, getting me prepared if I ever choose to go over to his birthplace. It's funny though because, as mentioned before, I have indeed traveled multiple times, and as I've mentioned, as it seems like I've mentioned, I've obviously been to America. I've been there twice actually, and I remember the first time going. My dad said to us, "Okay, you can't call cola the usual. I'm just being safe, y'all. I don't wanna accidentally get YouTube upset." I don't know if I'm gonna put our hat in. What was I saying again? Oh yeah. So my dad said to us, don't call cola the usual, and don't say chips, say hot chips or fries. And literally on the first day, despite me saying to myself, remember, it is fries, not chips. And it was for lunch. We went to some like beach restaurant or something like that. I just remember we sat on a table and had our feet in the sand. It was somewhere in California. And when the server came to me, they're like, oh, what would you like? And I just instantly messed up and said, yeah, could I get a bowl of chips? My dad, I think it was my dad, pretty much corrected me. And I'm like, ah, shoot. I tried. And I forgot. I forgot. Yeah, that was a funny instance. Stupid me though. Very stupid me. I still have issues though with that, like having to English is just so complicated. Like, why did we do this? I feel so bad for other countries. Although, to be fair, I know English isn't the only one that does this. I know Spanish does it as well. I wish I could remember some of the words. Because someone used like straw from like Spain as an example, and some countries in South America don't say the same word for straw. So, you know, at least we're not the only ones that just choose to make it harder for those to learn. Although I would love to learn Spanish, I'm not too sure how to though. Never got the opportunity to learn it as a subject sort of sense. Mostly because our mandatory one was Japanese. I know I've mentioned that before, but still. Thought I'd mention it again. But, yeah, there's just so many. Although, it is so interesting to hear when people are like, Aussies sound funny. Aussies have such a unique way of speaking, and it's like, do we? It's also ironic too, because last night when I was at work, I realized, wow, I do have quite an Aussie accent. It's hard to realize that you have an accent until you do something out of the normal. I need to elongate this top of the hat. So with me doing more streaming, I realized, oh wow, I really do sound quite Aussie. I really do have that Aussie accent, don't I? Oh, I zoomed in way too far. Okay, how does this look now? I know it looks a little obscure. Okay. What if we zoom her in fully? I'm gonna make that the top. Don't worry, we're also gonna have just a bunch of coins flying about. She's trying to hand out some gold lucky coins. Maybe some 4-leaf clovers. They look more like flowers. Yeah. It's fine though, because we can deal with that later. Gonna keep that off for now. Okay, on to line art. What the heck? I'll be honest though, it's so weird doing Inktober, because it's literally the only time I do line art. Same with animating. Those are pretty much the only time I ever actually use line art. The reason I use line art for animating is just because it's easier. It's so weird for me to say that, actually. Really weird coming to realize, wow, me calling line art easy, despite me having a pure hatred for it. I generally just don't like line art because it takes forever. But I think I'm getting quicker at it, maybe because I've been learning some skills for it, which is a great thing. Learning skills for things you struggle with. That looks horrifying. Tell me that did not catch on. That was so embarrassing. That's really awkward. I'm sorry if the mic picked that up. I really ain't. Okay. I love this mic, I do. It's working so well. It was so much easier to set up. Probably because I knew how to set it up. But even then, like, man, this is so much better than my headset one. I'm still gonna use my headset because it's fine. It's just the mic was broken, which is just sad. Sadness all around. Oh, wait, shoot. There's some lines in there. Not like, oh, this is gonna get cut off. In my head did thought maybe I should do some 3D modeling as well, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see how I go today, if I have any time. Oh yeah, just letting you guys know, I also just... So, seeing that I've said I bought myself a new mic, I just got... I managed to just get a cheap one, but also it was on sale, so that was so great. But I was also very lucky because it was the last one in stock. I kid you not. That was so lucky of me. I want him to get like that beautiful swoop. Damn it. No! Fine. Whoop. Whoop. Yeah. Sorry. I think this is looking okay. I just realized... Oh my god, I'm not... It seems like every time I stream, I forget to record. Oh well, that's a Futuremono's problem. So I am posting these on my not Instagram. I kind of am posting these on Instagram, but also not, because I'm deciding to, just so that way my Instagram isn't flooded with just Inktober stuff, because every time I just try and look back, it doesn't look good. All you see is just a bunch of Inktober stuff, and it's like, does she do anything else? So I'm gonna combine just 5 for Inktober's. I'll post them in stories when I've done it, just to prove, yo, I'm doing it, don't worry. I gotcha. But yeah. However, on Twitter, I am posting it on a regular basis though. Ironically enough, I have not updated the app. So for me, it's still Twitter, not X. But it's also quite hilarious because if you try to search up your own username on Twitter, it still says Twitter, so it's like, it's Twitter, no matter what. Although one thing I question though is like, why is it like, because someone has pointed it out, like, why, what is Elon's fascination with the letter X? You know? Like, he has it almost everywhere? So I wonder what that's all about. I will say my line weight is still terrible. But yeah, that's what you get for never doing line art in your art. Lineless all the way, people. I don't think those bows are gonna show. It is. Just. That's all I'm gonna do. Yeah. Can't make me. Gonna draw her pockets. So, obviously the color's gonna be green. She has to have a combination of light and dark. I think we should do the dark greens and leave it like that. Yeah. Well, hey, at least we get to do the eyes again. Yesterday's I didn't. If you haven't seen it, yesterday's one was Rin Penrose, who has heterochromia, and the main color for her is purple. Her eyes ain't purple. They make the color purple, but they're not purple. Yeah, there's that. At least Fuyo gets hers. Even though her eyes are gonna look boyish. I don't mean to, but it's what happens when you put the hair under the hair? What? The eyes under the hair. Ah! They put the damn. Really to stop me from leaning. And I'm still leaning. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, so... Oh my god, those are two different sizes. That is almost perfect. Oh, amazing. Love it. I think that's all of that? No, the coin's in the pocket. Oh, so... Fun fact, at my work this year, we're doing a Secret Santa. And I've just been writing everyone's names and what things they want onto little pieces of paper to put in a cup so people can draw them out soon. We almost got everyone. I think we're waiting on 3 people, I think. But I don't understand how this happened. But a large majority of them, like almost everyone, has written something that smells nice. How did that happen? It's funny though because even my boss was like, what the heck? How did this happen? Yeah, I don't think many. I'm still putting it like that because I can. My art, my rules. It's just my art style. Here's the thing. I don't think I really care if people to an extent. I don't think last night did that. What? I just want to stream. I barely get to do it now. I think something's wrong with the internet. This has been an ongoing thing too, so I hate it. It's more of like they're doing something is all. Because this has been happening for the past week-ish. But I haven't received anything. Or at least I haven't been informed on anything. So yeah, who knows what's going on there. I should add these little things. Just to help it represent like a coin. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I hope that the internet issue isn't from whatever happened last night, because there was like a giant flash of light and then like sirens. I'm like, what the heck is going on? What happened? I could not see for the life of me like what happened. Even Rogue was confused because I was actually with him when that flash of light happened. An alien invasion. That'd be funny if it was, to be fair. Think you can fool me, line? Ha! She looks psychotic. I need to make sure not to, God, why must he have psychotic eyes? I'm just gonna say it. She looks like she's about to murder someone. I don't think I really helped with this. I think I just made her look terrifying. Theo shall see you in your dreams. Why are you all the way over there? And why are you 10? Oh, no, not 11. Just 1. Any places I need to fix? Okay. Why keep trying to do that? Now we just need the greens. Is there a nice, easy, solid color I can get to? I didn't realize a lot of these are pretty muddy. You see that? It looks a bit muddy, but that's the color I got picked out. These guys. What color are his sleeves again? Green as well. Perfect. And a dress, what? She ain't wearing a dress, me. A skirt is also green. I almost said pink. Why did my brain think pink when it's obviously green? What if I did this? Even more crazy like. That looks good enough. We do not need crazy. I promise you. I'm gonna realize she doesn't have any dark colors. At least not really. And guess what else I forgot? I forgot to do her little coin flying around. has a heart. And the only other bit is this guy. You hear someone drilling something and I'm a bit scared. I don't know why. Okay, so I'm gonna add some cross-hatching in this little area. Because like, it's a little bit of a grey and it's got a bit dark. And using this because it has some like I don't like that. Why is it going red? Please don't tell me my computer's like dying or something. Did my cat do something to it? Where are you, cat? Hopefully my cat didn't try and break everything. Also need, I think that we forgot to draw it. Maybe bring it over this way. And fling over. And reveal the coin. We just got to erase this. Then erase this. And there we go. Time for this to get filled in anyway. Probably thinking, what was the point to that? I couldn't tell you. Because I don't have an answer to it. She really doesn't have any dark colors. Damn. Okay. Yeah, she's lucky. Ah! Why did I say that? She may be lucky. No, duh. She's got Clover in her name. She is literally a leprechaun. Man, I can be pretty stupid at times. Why is everything over here? I'm gonna bring those over, bring it down, and bada bing. Oh, okay. That was easy. Oh, shoot. This would help. No, also help bringing this down. Nice. Gonna bring this back up and change the colors. Oh, we gotta on that coin. Whoopsies! Almost forgot about this guy. There we go. There really isn't anything for me to put a white outline over. Just because she just doesn't have any. Huh. Sorry. My chair got caught on something. I think that's really it. Minus like coins and clovers flying out. Or should I just keep it like this? What if I zoomed out a bit? I think this is good enough. Just, okay. Let's look at previous days, shall we? Because I never really did it for last year. I don't know why I was supposed to say previous years. He's just got his boyfriend. Nothing there. Violin. Right. Even with Rin. Oh, shoot, it's not even up there anymore. Where are my archive? God, I know, there's a notification. Leave me alone. Actually, at least you have a whole open for me. Yeah, no, just give her a smug look. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think this should be good enough. Like, yeah, the coins flying about would probably be cool. Although I definitely placed too much on it though. That's for sure. Yeah, no, I think this is okay. I think we don't need this. I think just having it like this is good. Yes, we shall save it as that. Save as... I just had a mild panic attack then. I'm like, oh, please don't tell me this just revealed my name. It hasn't. We're good. 7. There we go. There's day 7 with Fear. What the fuck? Why did this move? What? When did this move? That was so weird. Okay. Luckily, it has a white background anyway. Yeah. Okay, so... To no surprise... Still bugging out. I hear someone going off. Only 55 minutes! Not even an hour! Damn! Sally, it seems like my cat's sleeping, so you're not gonna get a hello from her. Unlike last time. Anyway, hope to see you guys around for whenever I stream next. I do not know. Issue is I might have to start doing quiet streams if I really, really want to stream. And hopefully I still remember to record these. Yep. Anyway, I love how this hasn't even fixed itself. So I'm gonna get going. Guys, have a lovely rest of your day, or have